My name is Jacqueline Moody, and I'm a qualified lawyer in New York, Florida, and England and Wales after having recently passed the QLTS assessments on my first attempt. My legal career started in New York, where I worked at the Legal Aid Society, and then I moved to Florida, where I had my own private practice for about a year in property and contract law. And then I moved on to government work for approximately 8 years until recently. I wanted to take the QLTS because I've always been interested in international studies, and I think it makes me much more marketable. I decided to take a preparation course because at the time that I took the QLTS assessment, it had been 10 years since I had taken a bar exam, and I knew I was facing complex assessments coming up. When I looked into QLTS School, it had great reviews and it had a comprehensive curriculum and it was affordable. My experience in working with QLTS School is that the material was very well prepared. They had all the relevant and necessary information, and they provided a lot of tools and feedback to prepare for the assessments. The outlines that QLTS School provided were very comprehensive, and it brought the material into a manageable amount of information to remember and utilize for the assessments. The tutor that worked with me during the OSCE was very knowledgeable and flexible. She provided a lot of good feedback, and the practice questions that the QLTS School provides really helped me get ready for the assessment and pass it. I studied a couple of hours a night, a couple of days during the week, and then a day on the weekend to be able to try and prepare for the assessments. I allocated my time towards trying to first make sure I understood the material and the law, and then remembering it and practicing it so that I knew how to apply it during the assessment. Yes, my firm was very supportive of my studying, and although I had to make sure that I had all my responsibilities taken care of at work, they understood that I had to make sure that I got my studying done. When I got to the QLTS assessment, I was confident that I had all the information I needed to be able to pass the assessment. The QLTS has made me more marketable and gives me the opportunity to practice in more countries. And so it really has given me the benefit of being able to expand my profession. Looking back now, I think the preparation course was absolutely necessary. I don't think I would have passed the assessments without QLTS school. My advice to people taking the QLTS now would be to utilize all the resources QLTS School provides. The outlines were really helpful to me, and the lectures also help clarify anything that you're not clear about, and just practice a lot of the questions so that you can become better at applying the law. I started studying for the assessment about 2 to 3 months before the exams, and obviously if you have more time, the better. I recommend the QLTS to anyone who's looking to diversify and expand their qualifications. If you're interested in international law and looking to travel and practice in other countries. A modern lawyer today would have qualifications of being diverse, and it's very helpful when you have the ability to not only practice different types of law, but practice in different locations and areas. As far as the skills necessary, critical analysis, having creative skills, and keen presentation skills is always a positive.